Hi all, welcome to DesiEntropy Insights. Today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting story, a couple of stories actually. So, towards the end of the Mahabharata war, the Pandavas had won and everybody were celebrating on the Pandava side. Yudhisthir was going to be crowned the king and they were in the process of, making those arrangements and all that. So, everybody is like in a joyous mood. Everybody is like throwing parties and all that. But Yudhisthir was in a very, very pensive mood. He was in no mood for celebration and in fact he was crying. Yudhisthir started crying because he thought that he has fought a very arduous fight and he fought with his brothers, lost so many people. He felt like the whole war was his responsibility. He started taking everything so seriously and then he was in a different kind of a mood and he started crying. So suddenly what happened? Lord Sri Krishna came to Yudhisthir and asked, "Brother, why are you crying? What is wrong with you?" So Yudhisthir replies, "Lord Krishna, I have lost so many people as part of this war. My kingdom is soaked in blood. I won it after spilling so much blood. I have lost my guru. I have lost my grandfather. I have lost so many of my brothers. What is the whole point of all this war? Why did I even win? And now you're making me the king? What is the joy in all this? I am so sad. I am so pain-stricken," is what he said. And then Lord Krishna replies, "Hold on, you think you have fought and won a war, but actually the war is yet to be won. You only think that you fought and you've killed so many people and you won a war, but actually the war is yet to be won. The enemy is not dead, the enemy is alive and he is in your head. The war is still going on in your head. You are weeping because the enemy is active and he is still fighting with you and you are still fighting with him." Now leave this story aside. Pyrrhus of Epirus was a Greek king who defeated the Romans after a very, very, very long and hard fought war. The war was so badly and so vehemently fought that they lost a lot of resources. They lost a lot of people. They lost so many chariots and armies and whatever. Like there was complete depletion to the point of like bankruptcy. But the result was that they won the war. In the history books, it's called a victory. But it is a very, very expensive victory. So that brings us to the term of the day, which is called a Pyrrhic victory. A Pyrrhic victory is a victory in which the winning party, as part of the winning, loses so much that is almost equivalent of losing. The losses in a Pyrrhic victory are so much that it is almost counterproductive. It's a pointless victory. If you consider it, Yudhisthir's victory is also a type of Pyrrhic victory because he won the war, but he lost so many of his brothers. He lost his guru. He lost his grandfather. The land is soaked in blood. And on top of that, Lord Krishna tells him that the war is still ongoing in your head. Now, if you extrapolate this theory in personal life, in general everyday life, you will come across this scenario so many times. Many times we observe that we win arguments, especially against our friends or best friends or parents, but it will destroy your soul from inside. What is the point of such a victory? In corporate scenarios, you will see that a lot of people get promotion but they lose their sleep, they lose their mental peace. In some of the other modern contexts, you can think of it as if a company has won a lawsuit but it loses all the public trust and brand value. What is the point of such a victory? You see some people who take studies and all that so seriously that they get burned out by the age 32, 33 and after that they go into depression and God knows what happens after that. Even as nations, when some countries win wars, they become economically so poor that it takes decades for them to bounce back. So, considering all these examples, the question to really ask is, are all victories worth it? Please remember, I am not giving you any advice. This is not a self-help course. This is not any advice. This is nothing. These are just insights. It is up to you to decide what you want to absorb and how you want to use this information. So I'll see you again on another episode of DesiEntropy Insights. Take care.